Hi guys, welcome to Mega 5 Stars. I'm Mega and I'm back here for another reality review. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for tuning in. So let's get into it. Marriage boot camp hip hop was out of control again tonight. I'm telling you, I could really get into this show. It's something else. But let's get into it. So, as you know, Molly and Treasure is no longer on the show. It came out that they weren't really a couple. Treasure said she was just there to make money, and Molly was there to help his legal issues. I don't know how, the show was going to help his legal issues, but they tried and it just didn't work. It came out that they were a fake couple, and so they had to go. And unfortunately, after the show, after they left or whatever, a couple of weeks later or whatever, Molly was sentenced to 3 years in prison for, I think they said prostitution ring. So that's what the show said. That's what it aired tonight. So unfortunately, that's what happened with them. I already knew something was up with that. I already knew that because they issues was just all over the place. So I was like, no, something ain't right. I don't think they're a couple, because their information wasn't even crossing or coming together right. So I was like, no, something up with them. So I already knew something was, going on with them. So they're no longer on the show. So they're now gone. And so now let's get down to Nori and Nori. Let me tell you, they've been married for years. I know they're going to make it. They're going to be okay. But, he got to let up off of her a little bit. He got to chill. She ain't going nowhere. She been with him all these years. But he got to stop being so controlling. He is so controlling. And so she needs, you can't try to keep somebody caged up all the time, because they're going to come out wild and fighting. And so he need to give her space. But I believe they'll be all right. But kudos to her, man. Kudos to her, and kudos to those people that are married, that are dealing with their issues in their marriage and trying to make it work. Because ultimately, when you take your marriage, or when you go before Christ and you ask Christ to bless your union and to put you two together, you really supposed to lean on the Lord when you are going through issues in your marriage. Really, ultimately, you're not supposed to get a divorce. I mean, when you go to God with something, it's not an event for the day. It's not, just something to get dressed up for and, look good for. No, you're taking your union to God to bless it. And that's just how it is. People got to take marriage serious, especially when you go before God. If you're not ready to be married, don't do it. If you're not sure, don't do it. But once you go before God, really, ultimately, you're not supposed to leave your marriage. Now, I'm not saying you're supposed to stay with a person who abuses you, who do wrong to you or whatever. Me personally, I would leave that person. I wouldn't stay with somebody who's going to abuse me or treat me like dirt. No, I'm not going to stay with nobody. But me personally, now I'm not telling you to do this, but me personally, whoever I take to God and whoever I get married to, that's my husband for life. That's it. That's my husband for life. I'm not going to get a divorce. He will have to get a divorce. I'm not going to get married again. But I'm not going to probably be with that person no more. I'm not going to be with him no more. No. Not if he's going to be abusive and, do bad things to me. No. But if it's something like what Nori and Nori is going through, yeah, I'll work through it. I mean, I got with him. He was controlling. So I'm going to work through it, and we're going to go to counseling so that he can give me my space so we can work on our marriage, period. Okay. But I'm not saying, to each his own, but I'm just saying how I was raised and what I've seen in my grandmother and grandfather. She stuck through with him. I'm just saying, if it's a relationship that's harmful to you, of course, leave the relationship. I don't know if I'll necessarily get a divorce. He would have to get a divorce, but I definitely wouldn't be with him no more, because I'm not getting abused. And I'll let God handle that situation of why I left. I will leave that to God. And that's what I see in a lot of these couples on a marriage boot camp. I see the lack of God, the lack of prayer and everything. And let's go on the issue with Moni and Tough. I mean, he's not even telling her that he loves her. You know what I mean? And they're arguing. He can't tell her he loves her. He's cheating on her. If you're not married to that person who's cheating on you, who can't tell me that they love me, why are you still with them? Like, what are you gaining? Like, love yourself. You have to love yourself. You can't stay with someone who does not treat you right. I mean, why do people stay in these relationships where they just argue all the time, where they fight all the time, where there is no compromising? You don't tell me you love me, so you must don't love me. You're cheating on me all the time. You must don't love me. So why are you staying in a relationship with a person? You're not even married to this person. Why are you torturing yourself like that? Me personally, I'm not going to be torturing myself for no one. If I have kids to take care of. For one, I'm not going to be taking care of kids and being in a strained relationship. No, I'm not doing that. No way. And these couples right here, honey, they are going through it. They are going through it. The only one that I think will get through it, like I said, is Nori and Nori. I think that's the only couple that's going to make it. Moni and Tough, I'm sorry, I don't see it going anywhere. I mean, he couldn't even tell her he loved her. If you're not willing to work with me and work on our issues of why you're cheated, and on top of that, you're not telling me you love me or showing me that you care about me or anything, no type of affection, I'm not going to be with you. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be with you. But I don't know their whole scenario of what if they're letting it all out on marriage boot camp or whatever, but she seemed like she closed in. She said that she really doesn't want to sleep with him and please him like they used to or whatever anymore, because she feels all she thinks about is when he was sleeping around with other women. Well, honey, if you ain't going to let that go, you need to move on. You need to drop him and move on, because you're going to just be torturing yourself being with this man and constantly wondering if he going to sleep with someone else again. No. And that's the same thing. Now let's get into Amber and Brock. Well, honey, let me tell you, that relationship, oh, guys, tell me what you think of that below. That's a whole mess. That is a whole mess. For one, she goes back and forth with him. She know that he's been with a guy. Come on. She's going back and forth with him. He's cheated on her with men. You know, they were in a relationship and he cheated on her with men. Nevertheless, not to say a woman, but another man. You know, it's bad either way. But come on. Now you're gay okay, so yeah, you could be gay, you could be bisexual. Like he said, he's bisexual, he likes men and he likes women. Well, in a relationship, you have to pick one. Don't be sleeping around. You're sleeping with a man, and then you go back and you sleep with her. No, that's not acceptable. That's how diseases occur, and that's how, people lose their lives. You don't do things like that. Make up your mind. So now, okay, he says now he's over that. He doesn't want to be with a man. He wants to be with her. But where my mind is going is okay, is he saying that now because he older now? Is he saying that now because he older and maybe he wants kids now? Is he saying that because he wants children now? And he wants her to have his children? Because he did say that she was doing things to get back at him by having kids by other men. And he's constantly telling her, those not my kids. Those aren't my kids, when they get in an argument and stuff. Well, baby, if a man can't accept your kids, then he can't accept you. And another thing, if by him bringing up her kids in an argument, no, I wouldn't feel comfortable being with a man who talks about my children, who say that I'm not the father of them kids. Take care of your own kids. Why would you want to be with a man who says those things? And he needs to move on too. Why is he still trying to be with her if he can't accept her children? If you still have some resentment of her going out getting pregnant by another man, why are you still with her? And then on top of that, he says now he wants a baby. He's ready for kids. So are you with her because you're ready for kids now? But what's going to happen in the future when you get that urge to be with a man again? Because to my recollection, my thought process, you was with her before and you cheated on her with a man. So what's to say you're not going to do it again? You're cheating on her with a man. What's to say that urge is not going to happen? You're not going to get that urge to be with a man again. I mean, come on, be honest with yourself. Now, if you want to be with a man, then there are other ways for you to have kids. You can go get a donor. Honey, the whole thing is so confusing to me as to why people want to put themselves in an uncomfortable situation. And the fact that them two, Amber and Brock, is telling each other they wish death on each other, that they wish death on each other. Come on. You're wishing death on each other. Like, where's God in all of this, for one? And why are you wishing death on your partner and you want to be with this person, but you're wishing death on them? I mean, that is just toxic. That is just way beyond toxic to me. That's evilness, toxic, and everything else wound up together. I mean, that's just too much. But yet they want to be together. Why do you still want to be with this man? Why do you still want to be with this woman? You both wishing death on each other. You clearly having an issue with each other. Why are you still trying to be attached? I don't get it. Don't you want to be happy? Don't you want to live a happy life? I'm sure Brock can find someone for him and Amber can find someone for her. I'm sure there's plenty other people out there. Why subject yourself to being in a relationship when you wishing death on each other, when you're arguing all the time, when you're wondering if he's going to go off and be with a man after being with you, while you wondering if you should still love this man and give your love to this man, while you wondering if she's going to keep thinking that I'm going to sleep with a man, why are you wondering that if I go back with her, she's going to leave me and go have a baby by another man? Why are you both subjecting yourself to this torture? Enough is enough. At this point, it's over. It is over. I don't see any light into this situation. I don't see any light at all. Do you guys see it working for them? Because I just can't see it at this point. I can't see it. But the exercises that the boot camp is doing are really great. I mean, they're really bringing out some issues with these couples. They're really digging into their emotions. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And it's real good. It's very educational because, it shows you how to handle your partners. Your relationships and stuff like that. But let's get into it. I can't wait till next week. I can't wait to see what Amber and Brock do. I can't wait to see what Moni and Tough be up to. Well, I think I don't see that going nowhere, and I just don't. But anyway, guys, what you think? I think they just need to rest. I really think they just need to move on and live life. Life is too short to be in a relationship where you just cry and yell and hurt all the time. Who wants to live like that? Why? Do you not think that you're good enough to have a great relationship? First of all, if you stay in a relationship like that, you're not loving yourself, for one. You're not trusting in God, for another. And for the third, you're just putting yourself in danger, because these type of things can be dangerous. When you start wishing death on a person, No, it's time to move out. It's time to get, go on about your business, people. But anyway, I can't wait till next week, guys. What you think? I can't wait to see what happens next week. It looks like it's going to be juicy again. So, guys, comment down below what you think of these couples, because I would love to see what you guys think. And maybe I'm missing something, but I don't know. I don't think I'm missing much. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching my channel. Thanks for coming by. And please stay tuned for next week. I will be back on to talk about marriage boot camp hip hop edition tomorrow next week. Please check me during out the week. I'll probably have some celebrity updates and celebrity news for you guys. So please check me out later. Throughout the week. Please make sure you subscribe, like, and leave your comment down below. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night.